Okay, here's the setup. The laser is attached to the non-moving part of the DOP arm. The index gear is free spinning right now, and the laser is pointed at the target. You can free spin the DOP, and next we'll go to the laser target and see if the laser is moving while the DOP is spinning. If the DOP is spinning and the laser does not move from the spot on the target, that means that there's no round out on the laser or on the DOP arm or the DOP. Now we're focused on the target and we can see the laser there, and now I'm free spinning the DOP. Okay, the DOP isn't moving, so that means that the DOP is straight. I've marked the spot on the paper showing the position of the laser. Now I'm going to put a shim under the laser, under the DOP, that's equal to about 1/10 of a millimeter. You can see how the dot has shifted. The dot moved up about 1/10 of a millimeter, and the dot moved up somewhere like almost 1/4 of an inch on the paper. Now you can see that I've got my stone back on the DOP. It's been pre-cut to a square form. Now I'm going to measure the sides, the distance from the center on each one. I'm going to put the camera back on the target so you can see the difference in each side from the center. This is at 96. This is at 24. It's about the same height. This is at 48. You can see it's dropped below there. And this is 72. It's still a little bit low. So the tallest sides are 96 and 24. And the lowest sides are 48 and 72. I guess another thing you have to take into consideration on this machine is how sensitive it is and how light of a touch it takes to move it. I'm pressing my finger on the DOP just lightly, very lightly, not hardly any pressure. You can see the DOP moving. So anytime you're actually moving it, you are moving it. Anytime you're cutting, you can't really trust the dial or, the laser. The only thing that you can trust is whether or not the dot comes back, or, when it's at rest and nothing's moving, then you can take your measurement. But, while it's moving or while you're doing any touching to it, there's enough flex in the arm and the dop that, it's not going to be accurate. And that means that it's, if you put too much pressure on while you're cutting, you're going to bend the dop arm even slightly, and then that throws the angle off. So it seems like my my dop arm and stuff is pretty accurate. Again, looks like a severe case of operator error. If you don't, if I don't make the angles, it's most likely operator error. But if I'm more careful and measure the angles and measure my cuts when I'm at rest, give the machine a chance, give the arm a chance to rest and steady. Even the room vibrations, can make it jump. So taking the measurements carefully while it's at rest should help.